Your self-hatred has a source somewhere in the body. All of our emotions are in the body, they're not in the mind. There is a mind connection, but it's from the body. When you hate yourself, where is it in the body? Is it in the stomach? Does it feel uncomfortable? If you do something you're ashamed of, where do you feel that shame? The lower stomach is common. It's a sense of dis-ease, embarrassment, shamefulness, regret, self-hatred, anger at yourself. Where is that? Is it the chest? Is it the face? Is there tension in the stomach and the body somewhere? The first step is to find where it is in the body and just be aware of it. Put your awareness of it, put your consciousness on it and in it as much as possible throughout the day. Don't wish it was gone. Be its friend. In another word, love it. Not in the traditional sense, you're not trying to in some way feel positive about it, have a positive reaction or whatever. You're just not changing it. Just becoming familiar with it, befriending it, holding it in consciousness. Where is it in the body? Feel it. And if you hate yourself, then just hate yourself as much as you can possibly muster. Whilst feeling it in the body and thinking the self-hatred thoughts, keep the consciousness there. Whatever it is wants to be felt. The reason it's still there is because it hasn't been felt. I don't know what it is for you. Some people repress anger more, some people repress grief more. I was a grief repressor, which means that I find it very easy to get angry and irritated. But I find it very hard to grieve, to cry, to feel that type of vulnerability. A lot of my shame and regret and self-hatred came from this repressed grief. I believe self-hatred is a type of anger that protects us from our own vulnerability, our grief that we have repressed from childhood, from very young years. For you, it may be anger. Some people repress anger. We know who these people are because they don't really get angry. They can be very, very pleasant to be around until they're not. They can seem fake, like we all can. But anger repressors have a very soft quality to them. Because they're living in their grief, it's easier for them to be in their vulnerability or their grief than it is for them to be in their anger. And because of this, there's weakness. So I don't know what it looks like for you. It's generally one of the two. But whatever it is in the body, feel that. It may not be what it seems to be. Maybe it seems like anger, maybe it seems like grief, maybe it seems like shame. There could be things in there that need to come out that you didn't know were there. The first step is to feel it. Whatever it is, whatever's coming up, feel it. If that is self-hatred, then just feel it. Think whatever thoughts that you want to think towards yourself, but always be feeling the sensation, keeping conscious of it. Keep the thoughts going. Think the things you don't want to think. Think the things you think you shouldn't think. Think all of it. Because to some degree, they can be true. To some degree, they may not be. It doesn't matter, truth or not. It's waiting for you to feel it, and it's the only way out. There really is no other option except for trickery, con artists, etc., trying to change our thoughts, trying to trick us to think that we can change a simple thought to be a different person. It just doesn't work. We need to feel this grief that we're scared of. We need to feel the anger that we're scared of. If we hate ourselves, then we just have to hate ourselves. I believe we just haven't hated ourselves enough. not strong enough. We avoid it. We think hateful thoughts towards ourselves, but we think it's wrong or we shouldn't think that, so we stop. Well, I'm saying we should. We should never act on these thoughts. We are just thinking them whilst feeling the feelings to allow it to have the freedom it begs. These thoughts are coming up for a reason. It is your repressed emotions begging to be seen. So hold them in the light of love and consciousness until you're free. It may take months. It can be years sometimes. Sometimes it's even days or weeks. The key is to just go to the places you don't want to go in the body and be there for as long as it takes. Thanks, guys.